There's a point you reach where something shifts. Not all at once or dramatically, but clearly. You realize you've been explaining yourself more than necessary. Explaining your decisions, explaining your direction, your pace. Explaining who you are to people who aren't responsible for any of it. And for a while, it feels normal. It feels like communication, like clarity, like you're helping people understand. But there's a line. And most people don't notice when they've crossed it. Because on the other side of that line, you're not communicating anymore. You're justifying. And justification carries a different energy. It carries doubt. Even if your words are strong, the need to explain too much tells people something underneath isn't settled. You can feel it when someone speaks. You can feel it when they're sharing. And you can feel it when they're trying to be approved. Those are not the same thing. At some point you have to decide. Am I speaking to express, or am I speaking to be accepted? Because if you're speaking to be accepted, you will never stop adjusting. You'll soften what should be clear. You'll add detail where none is needed, and try to explain decisions that don't require permission. And slowly, your voice loses its center. And it's not because you don't know who you are. It's because you're still negotiating it in real time. There's a different way to communicate. It's quieter and cleaner. You say what you mean. You don't rush to fill the silence after. You don't circle back to reinforce it or add layers to make it more digestible. You allow it to stand. And that takes something. Because once you stop over-explaining, you lose a certain kind of control. You can't manage how everyone receives it. You can't smooth every edge. And you can't guarantee agreement. But you gain something else. Clarity. And clarity carries authority. Not forced, not performed, natural authority. The kind that comes from being settled before you speak. And this doesn't mean you stop listening. It doesn't mean you become rigid. It means you stop outsourcing your certainty. You stop asking the room to confirm what you already know, because the truth is, people don't follow explanations. They follow conviction. Not a loud conviction or an aggressive one, but a steady conviction. The kind that doesn't need to defend itself every time it's spoken. If you're building something, a business, a message, a life, this matters. Because the way you communicate becomes the way people experience you. And if your communication feels uncertain, people will feel that. But if your communication feels grounded, people will feel that too. You don't need to explain everything. You need to understand it. You certainly don't need to convince everyone. You need to be clear. And when you are, something changes. You speak less, but your words carry more weight. You explain less, but people understand more. You push less, but people listen more. Because what's behind your words is no longer searching. It is settled. It is clear. And that's where real communication begins. Your destiny is waiting.